Hi dears, I'm very happy to meet you all in this video. So now we are going to see the subject business studies. In business studies, now we are in the topic called functional foreman. Last we saw functional foreman. Let's have a recap about that functional foreman. What is functional? I said functional is the basic function or day-to-day function in the operation, day-to-day functional operations of the business is called functions. So we have three levels, functional level and business level and corporate level. Three levels are there in an organization. In corporate level, they will have MDs, chairman and directors. In business level or management level, you'll have the managers, and in the functional level, you'll have the day-to-day workers. So everyday activity goes on functional level only. So who is a foreman? Foreman you have already read in the previous chapter. So again I'll tell you what is foreman. Foreman is the person who is the highest among the workers. Among the workers, he is the highest. Among the leaders or the managers, he is the lowest level manager and highest level worker. We saw all these things. So Taylor understood foreman is very important for an organization to function. Why? Because foreman is the person who is the central point in functions of the business, isn't it? What all he do? He always does planning, implementing and controlling every function. He does the planning of production and implementing the production, and then he will control also. So everything he is doing, he is the central point in the business. So Taylor understood his importance, and what he did, if he is having some qualities, he listed out some qualities. So what are those qualities? We'll see later. So he listed some qualities, and he also found that no one person, understand the word, no one person can possess all the qualities listed. So he understood no one person, ஒருத்தரே எல்லா குவாலிட்டிஸும் வச்சிருக்க முடியாது அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு he understood. So now what is he doing? He is now, instead of one person, he is now giving that work to 8 persons, 8 different persons. Who are all those 8 different persons? We are going to see. Before that, he is dividing that 8 persons into 2 groups. 2 groups called, one group is called planning in charge and the other group is called production in charge. So in planning in charge, he divides them into 4. So one group of 4 people called in planning in charge and one group of 4 people in production in charge. Planning in charge, what he do? There are 4 people. One person is called as instruction card clerk. One person is called instruction card clerk. Second person is called route clerk. Third person is called time and cost clerk. Then fourth person is called disciplinarian. So now, these are the 4 persons of planning in charge. In planning in charge, what will they do? So as per the name, they are going to plan. So instruction and instruction card clerk. So instruction card clerk, the name itself defines their function. What is their function? They have to draft instruction for workers. Draft instruction for workers means what? They have to give instruction. நீ இந்த வேலை செய், நீ இந்த வேலை செய்ன்னு சொல்லிட்டு யார் யார் எந்தெந்த வேலை செய்யணும்னு சொல்லிட்டு they will be drafting the instruction for the workers. Route clerk. What is the work of route clerk? Prepare the route of production. What is the route of production? எங்கேருந்து எங்கே போகணும்? What is the next step of production? Step by step அந்த route போட்டு கொடுக்கணும் production ஓடது. Next, time and cost clerk. As the term itself defined, it is time and cost. So what will he prepare? He will be preparing time and cost sheet. So ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட் ப்ரொடியூஸ் பண்ணுறதுக்கு ஆர் ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட் ஃபுல்லாக ப்ரொடியூஸ் பண்ணுறதுக்கு நிறைய ஒர்க் இருக்கும். It will have many parts. So each part will be divided and each time will be calculated, and for each time cost will also be calculated. So he will be preparing time and cost sheet. Then what is the next point? Ensure discipline. Disciplinarian பேரு. அப்போ what will he ensure? He will ensure discipline. What is discipline? Following the rules and regulations correctly is a kind of discipline. So now, next set of people we are going to see. What are the next set of people? Production in charge. So production in charge is the next group. In this production in charge, we are having 4 people. Who are they? Speed boss, gang boss, repair boss and inspectors. So we have speed boss, gang boss, repair boss and inspector. What will be their function? They have to ensure timely and accurate completion of job. So சொன்ன டைமுக்கு சொன்ன மாதிரியான ஸ்பெசிஃபிகேஷனில் அந்த ஜாப் முடிச்சிருக்கணும். That is called timely and accurate completion of job. What is the next one? Preparing working condition of machine and tools. So the other person, that is repair person, what he have to do? He should be ready to make the machine function. So he should be prepared in such a way that every machine is always in working condition. Next, keeping machine and tools ready for operation. It should be always ready for operation anytime, no problem in functioning of the machines or tools. Next one, check quality of work. Inspector is having that duty, checking the quality of the work. So ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட் வெளியில் வந்துருச்சுன்னா அந்த ப்ராடக்டில் டிஃபெக்ட் இல்லாமல் இருக்கா அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு who will do? The inspector will inspect. So this is their function. Understood the concept? Now next, what is the thing? So this functional foremanship is an extension of division of work. So இது எல்லாமே பார்க்கும்போது everything is divided இல்லையா? One group of people is divided into 4, other group is divided into 4, which means it is a division of work. And specialization to shop floor, it means what? In each thing they will be specialist. Okay va? So instruction giving person will be specialist in that. So everyone will be specialist in their own job. So foreman should have the following list of qualities in சொல்லிட்டு Taylor said இல்லையா? What are the qualities அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, he should have intelligence, he should have education, so then he should be tact. Tactனா என்னன்னா skillful, திறமையானவராக இருக்கணும். ஓகேவா? இன்டெலிஜென்ஸுங்கிறது மூளையை பொறுத்து இருக்கலாம். ஓகேவா? இன்டெலிஜென்ட் இஸ் ஹவு ஸ்மார்ட் யூ ஆர் ஒர்க்கிங். டேலண்ட் ஆர் ஸ்கில்ஃபுல் ஆக்ட், depending upon the situation how you react is skillful. Then grit means courage. Then judgment, you should be able to judge one thing. Then special knowledge, you should not only possess the normal knowledge or education, you should also have some special knowledge, because to be an instruction card clerk chumma generally you can't go and give instruction. You need to have the special knowledge of planning, isn't it? You should have the special knowledge of understanding everyone's psychological and physical and mental ability. So that kind of special knowledge should be there. Manual dexterity means doing things in hand. That is that person who has been foreman should be able to do things by himself than to be dependent always on others. Okay va? He should always have an energy to do, and he should be honest to whom? Honest to the organization, and he should have a good health, because if foreman is not healthy and if he is always taking sick leave, then think about the organization. So he should have all these qualities. Since can one person have all these qualities? No, because one person will be courageous. So if I am courageous, I may not be that healthy, or I may not be having some special talent and all. See, if one person can have more than 2 or 3 qualities listed, but he cannot have all the 8 qualities. That is why Taylor divided the person into 8. One foreman is divided into 8 persons. Understood? So each specialist is assigned, everyone is assigned to do his or her work depending upon their qualities. Okay va? According to their qualities he appointed 8 people. So this will increase the efficiency of the working in the organization. Understood? So next one we are going to see standardization. What we are going to see? We are going to see standardization and simplification of work. What is standardization and what is simplification of work? We are going to see that. Now we are going to the chapter. Okay, now we are going to see standardization and simplification of work. So standardization, what is standardization? Means setting some standard. What is a standard? Fixing some limit or fixing a rule is called a standard. What is simplification? Simplification of work means making the work easier than the normal is called simplification. So standard is not than a normal work, you are going to fix this is the target, that is called as standard. What is simplification? Reducing the work is called simplification. So now Taylor is an ardent supporter of standardization. What is ardent means? ரொம்ப தீவிரமான supporter for standardization. He wanted everything to be standardized. So according to him, what he is saying, see, note down the point. The scientific method should be used for what? To analyze the method of production in rule of thumb. In rule of thumb, you need to analyze the method of production. Generally, people were following only rule of thumb. You all know, right? So they were taking their own decision and they were doing. From that, he is gonna bring now scientific method. How is now? What is this scientific method doing? It is giving the analysis of method of production in the rule of thumb. The best practices was selected and that best practices was developed, and that development reached the point called standardization. Understood? So this standard to be followed throughout the organization as a whole. Okay, now if you fix the standard, that standard it should be followed in every nook and corner of the organization. Every work of the organization should be following that standard. Understood? So how can you before framing a standard, you have to do some work study. What is a work study? Work study is comprising of the following all these 4 studies. What are they? Time study, motion study, fatigue study and method study. So we will be discussing about these studies in the next further coming chapters. Okay, now in the next pages we will be discussing about that. So what is that they are saying is, even in the present, the contemporary techniques of the business process means the current business process should also possess re-engineering. What is re-engineering? Changing the method. Re-engineering means திரும்பவும் மாறுதல் செய்கிறது. From the scratch you are going to change. பேஸ்ல இருந்து எல்லாமே நம்ம சேஞ்ச் பண்ணுறதுக்கு பேர் தான் re-engineering. Then continuous improvement. ஸோ ஒன்று ஃபுல்லாக நம்ம வந்து மாற்ற போகிறோம், இல்லைனா இருக்கிறத நம்ம வந்து இம்ப்ரூவ் பண்ண போகிறோம். தட் இஸ் கால்ட் கண்டினியூஸ் இம்ப்ரூவ்மெண்ட். அண்ட் பெஞ்ச் மார்க்கிங். வாட் இஸ் பெஞ்ச் மார்க்கிங்? இப்போ வந்து we are saying no, for a gold it is 916 kdm, and you know, right, everyone knows that a good and pure gold, a good gold should be 916 kdm hallmark. That is called benchmarking. What is that 916? This 916 is the perfection of that gold ornament. So if that is below or more than the specification, means there is some defect in that in artham. What is 916 na? 100% pure gold cannot be made as an ornament. Do you all know that? So if you want to make a gold into an ornament, you need to have a mix of copper. So you will mix the copper and you will reduce the purity. To what extent is that? Extent is 91.6. So you will be reducing only the exact gold will be more and the copper will be less, and the perfection is correct அப்படினு சொல்றதா benchmarking. So that level 916 is the benchmark for the gold. You understood? So now next point is the standardization. What is meaning of standardization? Setting up of standards. So what is the standards? Standard should be in every activity. You cannot say a standard for only one standard for all the activity. You will have standard for every activity. What are all the activities in the organization? Say for example, it may be entering of raw material, it may be a time, a production, machinery, method of working and conditions. Everything in the organization should be standard. The standard are the benchmarks which are to be adhered during the production. So ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட் ரெடியாக வெளியில் வந்ததுன்னா அந்த இதுக்கு மட்டும் பெஞ்ச்மார்க் கிடையாது. ஸோ ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் இஸ் அ பெஞ்ச்மார்க் ஃபார் ப்ரொடக்ஷன். வாட் இஸ் பெஞ்ச்மார்க்? த ரூல் அப்படின்னு சொன்னேன் இல்லையா? ஸோ த பர்ஃபெக்ஷன் அப்படின்னு சொன்னேன் இல்லையா? ஸோ தட் ஷுட் பி அட்ஹர்ட். வாட் இஸ் மீன் பை அட்ஹர்ட்? இட் ஷுட் பி ஃபாலோட் ஃபார் மஸ்ட். கண்டிப்பாக கட்டாயமாக பின்பற்ற வேண்டிய ஒன்று அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறாங்க. அட்ஹர்ட்னா யூ ஹாவ் டு ஃபாலோ, பின்பற்ற வேண்டிய அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். அண்டர்ஸ்டுட்? Now, so it has to be adhered during the production. The next point we are going to see is objectives of standardization. Objectives of standardization. Why are we standardizing? We are standardizing to reduce the given line or product to fixed types, size and characters. So, ஒரு இப்படி தான் செய்யணும்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு லைன் கொடுத்துருப்பாங்க. இப்படி தான் செய்யணும்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு ஒர்க், ஒரு டாஸ்க் பண்ணுறதுக்கு there will be a procedure, isn't it? So that process may be more. So you have to reduce that given procedure also. Understood? You have to give then not only that you are going to there is a fixed type, isn't it? ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட்னா இப்படி தான், இந்த ஷேப்பில் தான் இருக்கணும், இந்த குவாலிட்டிஸ் அண்ட் கேரக்டர்ஸ் இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு அவங்க டிஃபைன் பண்ணியிருப்பாங்க. எல்லாமே டிஃபைன் பண்ணியிருப்பாங்க. ஸோ யூ ஆர் கோயிங் டு ரெடியூஸ் ஆர் சேஞ்ச் இன் தட் டைப், size or characters. That is there is going to be a modification. It may be wherever it is means how எங்கெல்லாம் ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட்டை தயாரிக்கிற முறை, the way of the method of producing a product, in that there can be a change or there can be a change in the type of the product. Say for example a bottle, generally you know in olden days and all, when I was studying in school, we will be having a water bottle with the same matching color. Understood? So if the bottle is yellow color, the bottle cap will also be yellow color. But nowadays they have changed, isn't it? Now they have changed. So blue color bottle will be having black color cap. Like something, there is a change in the type. Then there can be a change in the size. Generally there was only a tube like a bottle. Now we have different shapes of bottle, isn't it? Now then in olden days we are having only copper bottles, isn't it? Or we only had a pot made of mud only we had. Now that character is changed to copper. Now copper characters now changed to plastic. Then the plastic also changed to such a way that we are holding the hot water for long time, isn't it? So the characters we are changing. ஒரு product வந்து ஒன்று தான், but what and all we are changing? First we changed the cap, isn't it? Color of cap. Then we changed the size. Then we changed the character itself. Olden days that bottle would have only used for coolness of water. Then what we did, we changed in copper. For that what happened, copper will increase the good contents in the water, isn't it? So then character is changing. Understood? Now what we are doing, we are using a bottle where if you keep the pour cool water, it will be there for cool for a long time. If you pour a hot water, it will be hot for a long time, isn't it? So the characteristics of a bottle itself is changing. Like that they will fix the standards. Then to establish interchangeability of manufactured products and parts. What is that meaning? See, you are producing a product. Understood? It became defective, means it can be interchanged and it can be reused. அந்த மாதிரியா இருக்கணும். Then to establish the standards of excellence and quality in material. The standard வந்து for what means material oda quality. The what you are procuring should also be standard. What you are giving to the customer should also be standard. அப்படினு சொல்லிட்டு it should be excellence of the standard of excellence and quality. To establish the standard of excellence means what? Giving the best, and quality of material is also best. To establish the standard of performance of men and machine. இப்போ வந்து நம்ம எதுக்கெல்லாம் போட்டோம்னா, ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ப்ராடக்ட்டுக்கு போட்டோம். அதுக்கப்புறம் அந்த ப்ராடக்ட்டில் டிஃபெக்ட் ஆனால் அதை இன்டர்சேஞ்ச் பண்ண முடியுமாங்கிறது பார்த்தோம். அதுக்கப்புறம் அந்த ப்ராடக்ட் டிஃபெக்ட் இல்லாமல் இட் ஷுட் பி குட் குவாலிட்டி ப்ராடக்ட். ஸோ த உள்ள வர ப்ராடக்ட் in which you are making the product, that is raw material, should also be in good quality. The finished goods which you are giving to the customer should also be in good quality. அப்படினு சொல்லிட்டு third standard. What is the fourth standard? Standard for workers, men and machine, for them also what they should do அப்படினு சொல்லிட்டு we are fixing the standards. Understood? Next one, simplification aims at, now we are going to see about simplification and also standardization. So we know what is simplification. Already we said simplification is just reducing the or making easy of the work. So variety, size and diminutions, while standardization implies devising new varieties instead of existing one. So simplification na already இருக்கிற வேலையை எப்படி சுலபமாக செய்கிறது அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறது சிம்பிளிஃபிகேஷன். வாட் இஸ் ஸ்டாண்டர்டைசேஷன்னா, ஒன்று அந்த ஸ்டாண்டர்டைசேஷன் வந்து ஒரு புது வெரைட்டி ஆஃப் ஒர்க்கே நீ வந்து யூ வில் பி செட்டிங் அப், தட் இஸ் கால்ட் ஸ்டாண்டர்டைசேஷன். Simplification, what it will do means it will just eliminate unnecessary diversity of products. So see, for an organization it should have simplification also, it should also have standardization also. Understood? So simplification, what it will do means it will eliminate unnecessary diversity of products. தேவையில்லாத ஒர்க் எல்லாமே வந்து அது எலிமினேட் பண்ணுறது வந்து சிம்பிளிஃபிகேஷன். வாட் இஸ் ஸ்டாண்டர்டைசேஷன்? எலிமினேட் பண்ணியாச்சு, பண்ணுற ஒர்க்கை வந்து தரமாக பண்ணுறதுக்கு பேர் தான் ஸ்டாண்டர்டைசேஷன். அண்டர்ஸ்டுட்? ஸோ நவ் யூ ஆர் ரெடியூசிங் மெனி திங்ஸ். ஸோ வென் யூ ஆர் ரெடியூசிங் மெனி திங்ஸ் from the existing process, what it will happen? It will reduce the time, it will reduce the cost, isn't it? So it results in saving in cost of labor, machine and tools. It reduces inventories, fuller utilization of equipment and increasing turnover. So simplification நால நமக்கு என்னென்ன கிடைக்குதுன்னா, simplification is just eliminating what and all you don't want is called simplification. So when you are eliminating something, you will be resulting in time saving, cost saving, labor cost saving in what and all? Labor cost, material cost and all will be there. Mission cost is also. Then we are going to, after reducing all this time and cost, now we are going to increase the efficiency also. We are not only reducing time and cost, we are increasing the efficiency also. So how and all we are increasing efficiency? We are using the inventory to the best. அதாவது வேஸ்ட் பண்ணாமல் ஒரு வரப்போகிற ரா மெட்டீரியலை வந்து, ரா மெட்டீரியல்னால் என்ன? the base in which the product is being produced, அதுதான் ரா மெட்டீரியல். ஸோ ரா மெட்டீரியலை ஃபுல்லாக யூட்டிலைஸ் பண்ணுறோம். எக்யூப்மெண்ட் ஆல்சோ we are using to the fullest extent. So by this what is happening? Turnover is also getting increased. That is what they are saying. So every company, every big companies will be following this simplification and standardization. So hope you understood this concept. So what is simplification? Simplification is in the already existing process we are going to cut something, or we are going to take off the unnecessary things is called simplification. What is standardization? We are going to fix something called as standard which we have to follow during the production. This standard is throughout the organization in every business activity, from the raw material or work time condition எல்லாத்துலயுமே வந்து we are going to fix standard, isn't it? So standard is a kind of benchmark. Okay, standard is a kind of benchmark in patho. Then what all we saw in this, even the current process we will be following all these in the current process also. Either we will be making re-engineering. Standardization means standardization means in the process la we will make re-engineering, that is zero la irundhu thirumbo start பண்றது. எல்லா ப்ராசஸும் தப்பு, மறுபடியும் ஃபஸ்ட்லேருந்து கோடை எல்லாம் அழிச்சிட்டு திருப்பி ஃபஸ்ட்லேருந்து போடுறது தான் ரீஇன்ஜினியரிங். நெக்ஸ்ட்டு கண்டினியூஸ் இம்ப்ரூவ்மெண்ட். இருக்கிற ப்ராசஸ் இஸ் குட், வி ஆர் கோனா இம்ப்ரூவ் த ப்ராசஸ் ஃபார் ஸ்டாண்டர்டைசேஷன். நெக்ஸ்ட் தான் பெஞ்ச் மார்க்கிங். ஸோ பெஞ்ச் மார்க்கிங் இஸ் வாட் வி ஆல்ரெடி செட் தி எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஆஃப் 916, isn't it? That is called bench marking. So this is what about standardization and simplification of work. We will be meeting up in the next class you will just revise all these things and you will be coming back. We will be seeing about the studies, work study we had 4, isn't it? So to make a standard, we need to do work study. Nama pathom. Work study la it had 4. What all it had? Time study, motion study, fatigue study, and method study. So all these study we are going to study tomorrow. Understood? Till now you will be revising and coming. We will see in the next class. I am very happy to meet you all. Thank you. Please do study.